Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Moran. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
The grab. Hits him with a stiff arm. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to power it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yep. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Touchdown, Boston College! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Northwestern's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that...
He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30, the 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Back to pass, it's Moran. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Wolf. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Duarte. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Boston College will send out the punt team. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Carr. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Segal. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
it's a running room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Northwestern! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snagged in the middle. It's Duarte. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Shows him the stiff arm. Couldn't ask for much more there. In first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Carr. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Northwestern, 21. Boston College, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Moran. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pulls it in, it's Duarte. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. Corners are going to bail. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the read option, he'll pull and go left. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Carr. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Duarte. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down. Stop him at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it from the gun.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor. Both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Moran. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Eagles. Fired in from the red red zone for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Boston College, 18.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Gain of 20.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Handoff from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the timing just a hair off. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Pickup of 10.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quick. Trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carr. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They found a way to get him the rock, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Complete out of the backfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Northwestern 28, Boston College 18.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Moran. Buys a little time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Duarte. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
25.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.